Alrighty. Okay. Oh, let me turn this down too. Make it a little bit brighter. There we are. So now I have Wimmy all towel dried. So I want to towel dry him as much as possible, so we get most of that excess hair off of him, right? Let the towel, good shake. Let the towel do a lot of that work for us. Save some time so he's not so damp. Good boy, Wimmy. There you go. Okay. Alrighty. So. Okay. Alrighty. So we got Wimmy all towel dried. Oh. So now, this new blow dryer I have doesn't have a cool setting. It only has 3 speed settings. So it's hot air. So I'm gonna have to keep it moving. All right. So. Oh, hey, what's up, Carol? Hey, Carrie. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hand dry him now. Oh. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so now that I've gotten, what brand is your dryer? Oh, it's just a Revlon. I got it at Kroger on an emergency because my hair dryer, the one that I was using that I liked, gave out on me. So I didn't want a pink dryer, but it's the only one they had at Kroger. So here I am with a pink dryer. But anyways, okay, so now I got the top of him dry, right? Now I'm gonna have to get his legs and his head dry, and that's a little bit more difficult because he keeps putting his head down. So I'm gonna show you a little trick I learned back in Nam. I was kidding. All right. So a little trick that I call the violin technique. You just tuck it here like that, like a violin. And I used to play violin when I was in high school, so it just kind of came naturally to me to do that. So you. That way you can use both hands. I have my finger on the pull button here. Okay. The reason why I'm a little bit OCD about drying is because, especially the ears here, you know how it's like kind of catching and it's hard to dry the ears. If I leave it just even a little bit wet, just to leave it a little bit damp, that's gonna sit there and it's gonna start to smell in a few days. So that's why I wanna make sure that he's bone dry, you know, dry all the way to the skin. That way, there's not going to be any moisture sitting there causing unwanted odors. Because I had this Cocker Spaniel when I first opened up in Buckhead. A couple days after the appointment, he calls me and brings his Cocker Spaniel back because he's complaining about the ears smelling. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. So Cocker Spaniels, their ears are hard to get dry. But anyways, he comes in and the Cocker Spaniel's ears literally smelled like rags. Oh, there's some comments. So I was like, oh my goodness, you know, so this time, the second time, I spent a little extra time and it did take a lot longer to get it like actually all the way dry, right down to the skin. And the smell didn't come back, you know? So especially with all that dead hair in the Cocker Spaniel's ears and stuff, I'm sure, you know, after a couple days it had time to smell like rags. So that's why you want to keep it all the way dry. Let's see. Well, okay. Your poor neck. Do you ever wear... Oh, sorry about that. Ear protection. Awesome. Love the trick. Brilliant trick. Okay, awesome. What brand? Okay. Do you ever wear ear protection? Sometimes I do. I have before. Your poor neck. It's all right. Your poor neck and back. No, I mean, you know, the crazy thing is I have 2 herniated discs. I got MRIs for it, ruptured. I used to have severe back pain. Now, even though I'm doing this kind of work, my back's okay. It's interesting. Great idea, but afraid it wouldn't fit with all my chins. Lynn, Manly, Puckett, Patty Small. Carol, I noticed you prefer comb or brush. I do. And I do because I stopped using slicker brushes because I noticed that whenever I would go through and brush the dogs and I accidentally, you know, kind of brush over my hands, I would get little tiny scrapes and scratches and it would hurt. And you can't really see it, but when it gets wet and stuff, you would feel it. And so I realized that's probably what's happening with the dogs, why they're reacting so much with the brushes, especially the slicker brush. So now I do. I prefer the comb. And the comb, see, it actually gets out that dead hair. Okay. My neck would be permanently damaged, LOL. But it looks like you got this. Yeah, I mean, I prefer it. I like it. Lisa Roberts, the groomer's helper works for this. It clamps onto your table and yeah, but that's the thing, is like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like part of my art is working with the dog. I almost feel like it's cheating to use a clamp and stuff and force them to be in a position. But you know, I mean, nothing wrong if you use it. Sorry, not the groomer's helper. I forgot the name. Groomer's third arm, I think. Okay. Carol Ayers says thanks. Maida. First, thanks for this. How to dry Bichon. Same thing. It's the same way I dry a Bichon or Maltese. So first I make sure they're combed out before the bath. That's a huge trick. I mean, that's a huge part of it. Then make sure they get a nice good bath. Look how clean he is. Oh my goodness, how soft he is. So then, you know, use a hand dryer and you want to brush while you're drying. With the Bichon, I would brush up, you know, to get the hair to stand up. don't know if you can hear over that, but I was saying with the Bichon, I would brush the hair up while I'm drying to get the hair to stand up. Because he's a Maltese Shih Tzu, you know, with long hair that kind of goes down like his daddy's. No, it's kidding, right, buddy? Mwah. So that way, I'm gonna comb down like that. But the same idea with the Bichon, you know, you just keep the air moving and just comb it through. And that's how I do a Bichon. Alrighty, perfect. So now I have to go and get ready for trick-or-treating with my daughters. Oh my goodness, he's all clean. And I'll do a haircut next time. I just ran out of time. The pre-bath part, combing him out before the bath, took the longest, but that's actually the most important part. You know, because the main goal was to give him a bath today so he's clean and doesn't smell so much. But before I can give him a bath, I have to comb him, and that's what took the time. Any question? He looks really soft. He really is. Oh my goodness, he's so soft and adorable. Oh, I'll just eat him. Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like it if you make him stand on his 2 feet.
He doesn't like it?
No.
But he does handstands sometimes when he goes pee. I've seen him. He does handstands on his front legs. Yeah. Oh, my daughters.
Just came to pet Weenie.
Oh, look at how beautiful you look.
Thank you.
Alrighty, are you ready to go get some candy for Daddy?
No. I'm ready to get some Kit Kats for me.
Oh.
We're getting candy for us.
Well, can I have the Reese's at least? Can I get the Reese's?
We have a bunch of Reese's upstairs.
Awesome. You know that's my favorite. Carlona Brown says Happy Halloween.
There you go.
Oh my goodness, already? Oh my goodness, this is the good stuff.
Oh, honey.
Thank you, Annabelle.
They picked out candy that they don't want
Uh-huh.
to give away.
To give away.
Yeah. Why is he licking my hands?
Oh, because he's probably bribing you. Like, can you get me down? I'll lick your hands if you get me down.
I gotta do my hair and we gotta get going.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sushi. Can you get any more stereotypical?
Well, it's a quick.
I love it though.
I love sushi too. I don't know if it's because we're Asian. We love it so much that we finished the whole box of the
I bought them a
orange
whole
eggs.
other one for them.
Wow. Mickey Barton says, have fun trick-or-treating.
Yay! Thank you.
Say thank you.
Weenie is so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead.
No, I didn't know this. At one of my clients' house, I was having a conversation with their nephew, and he told me this. He was like, when I was joking around, I was like, maybe I'll go trick-or-treating this year, you know? He was like, you know, that's kind of illegal. And I was like, no way, right? And he was like, yeah, I think it's illegal in a few states. Like, maybe not here in Georgia, but I Googled it. It's illegal in Virginia and Indiana. And it's a class 4 misdemeanor. You can get a $250 fine if you're over the age of 12 and you go trick-or-treating. And they said, they even defined it. They're saying going door to door and soliciting candy in exchange of, anyways. Oh, no. So, don't go trick-or-treating if you're, honey, I was talking.
Sorry. But we gotta go. Come on.
Okay. Oh, man. Are you gonna put your wings on?
Yeah, here's the Reese's you want.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta do their hair. I already told them no makeup.
Yeah.
But we don't have time for that.
Okay.
I don't like makeup.
Well, look at mommy. She never wears makeup.
Stop.
And it's obvious. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Oh, it's so beautiful.
the last bite.
Stop feeding me. I gotta eat Reese's.
Reese's dessert.
What do you mean? You did so good, buddy. And Christopher. Unimpressed. He's just unimpressed with everything. All right. Well, let me get ready. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. Hopefully it was beneficial. Carol says, beautiful family. I know. I made them myself. It was all me. I'm just kidding.
It was mommy who made us and met you.
I'm pretty sure I'm the one responsible for all of this.
You can't do good. You can't do good to a baby.
Okay.
Actually, Mom created this.
Okay, so maybe I'm not the one responsible for this beautiful family, but I'll take credit for it. I got sushi in my teeth.